name is Olabisi,
And my name is Akin.
and this is our love story. So we actually met in church. I have my side of the story, and he has his own side of the story. But I think his own side of the story was like is like the interesting one. So we met in church. It was Heritage Campus in 2020, and I come from Oshobo, came to Lagos, and I saw someone walk up to me late at night, and then he came said that, "Oh hi, my name is Steven, and I just wanted to say hi to you." So I'm like, "Okay, hi." So of course I knew that I was a leader, so I just said to him and all of that. So later on Sunday, I saw someone else. He came with his friend, and then the friend happened to be my soon-to-be husband. And then they both came and they walked up to me. They said hi, and then he was like, "Oh, this is my friend." And I thought, "Oh, hi," and I just waited. So later on, he came back and sat with me and asked me if I was praying. And in my mind, I'm like, "Excuse me, but prayed how many hours in this campus already?" And then he asked me if I was praying. But then yeah, that was how our conversation started, and yeah. So,
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, so one of the major parts of the story is she telling me that pumpkins were beautiful,
yeah,
which
that part, yes, that's true.
started
He
with,
had bumped into me. So I was serving in information center that period, so he bumped into me while I was trying to coordinate the crowd and everything. So he bumped into me and he didn't wait as a gentleman.
I didn't notice actually.
You didn't notice a
Yeah,
whole
that
human
must have
being.
been me, the line of duty,
Not so.
right? So from my own part of the story, that's where it started. For me, it was after I camping. And like I said, my friend Steven just came to me and said, "I found your wife." I mean, my mind like, what do you mean you found my wife? I don't understand. Because we are trying to track babes at the babes at the time, and all of
Yeah,
that. And so when it came to me, I was thinking it was just one of those, those
you're
moments and all
checking
of that.
this.
So when I came to where she was sitting down and all of that, I was like, I mean, it's gonna come back.
Me.
you
Help
know,
me.
and all of that. So I left immediately because I was trying to avoid that, actually,
So what were you
because
trying to happen?
not like I was trying to avoid you in this sense. I mean, that was my first time meeting you. I wasn't sure what to expect exactly, and all of that. So, I mean, my own idea of how I was going to get a partner was that. I mean, we've been friends, we know each other. We just say, oh
Oh,
yeah, will you
yeah.
marry me? Yes or yes. That was my own. That was what I was thinking was going to happen. In terms of being in a relationship and then getting married.
But did
So
you even have female friends?
did I have?
Female friends that you could
That
marry?
was the problem. I was trying to have female friends at the same time. I was also trying to be shy, when it comes to talking to them. So that was why I left off immediately. But then for whatever reason, I came back, alright, which I didn't know how I found myself sitting in front of her. And then we had like a very beautiful conversation. We didn't give her ambition and all of that. And the start by finish first class. All those all those things. So, but anyway, we had a very lovely conversation. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I think it was a really good conversation that
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Okay, so my first impression of him was that he was smart. So I think that so I think that for the most part, sometimes I find people I can be very um yes, with conversations, I can be very picky with conversations. If I don't, because I met someone earlier and the conversation didn't go well. So, like,
That's
no,
interesting.
I'm not saying that I met someone earlier to get in a relationship
Yeah,
with
I
them.
understand. I
Like
understand.
just meeting people generally. Like,
During camp meeting as well.
yes, the person was like just kept talking all through, and I don't think that it was like that kind of thing where you just want to avoid the conversation with the person and stuff like that. So I can be very picky. I don't really like to talk. So if I want to talk to people, I want to make sure that we're having like a really good conversation. And I think that that was like what really made me okay want to talk to you after and all of that because I think we had like a really good conversation that day. So I thought you were smart, but now I don't know what I think anymore.
Can you understand?
But you're too smart, of course.
So my first impression about her was
I was
she
proud.
was makes me very proud. Because I mean, when we had the first conversation and I was hearing English, I was like, you was about that portable, very low, and all of that. But I felt like she was going to be very, very proud, because the English, French English, and the way she comported herself and all of that. I felt like, am I sure I'm able
You're
to?
not, you're not,
No,
you're
of
not
course, I was just
capable.
talking. No, that's not the point. I'm just talking from this service.
Not so. Well,
Boys who
of
came
course not.
fresh, boys who came fresh, and
I
all
know
of
you were
that.
not capable.
So that was my first impression. I was sure this is very proud. And she was
But
going
what
to
do
be
you
very.
mean proud? How could you even have that kind of
So I
impression
mean,
about someone?
I work with people fractional that and you see those ladies, all those English that I went to the UK and other countries to do their masters and all of that. And, when they come back, they feel like people like us that went to federal schools,
And before Uncle,
don't even know anything and all of that. You see all those English, I'm like, what's going on? You got the same English we are speaking. So that was the major impression, that first day.
I think you should go first, please.
Uh,
The day you found out that, I think it was that you were praying or something like that.
no, that's the spiritual part now. But I wish a special moment. So I mean, so like I said, Steven introduced us, and Steven was always trying to follow us. And that was what made me more. That was what made me more disinterested because
Oh, really?
yeah, because I was feeling like I
What
don't
are you
understand.
forcing this lady on me or what? Is it
I
my
want to
fault?
I've entered a relationship myself. You've done a good job introducing us and all of that. So that made me more disinterested. But even though our conversations were getting on and all of that. So, but then when the day I started to sort of consider
What
one
did
day
I told
that
you that I'm not interested in a relationship?
no. That one I was already the plan had solidified at that point. Then you tried to sharper what you call the plan. So it was when I was just praying one day like that, where I used to pray back in the bush. And I was just praying. I just felt like the ego just told me that all you're looking for is Shokoto is not Shokoto. And all of that. So I think it was at that point that I now started to look at him in that light. That this can be my this can be partner and all of that. But then another one that made me feel like this guy is already liking
Me, like you.
me. Already liking me was when we were fighting about all those
I will cry a
little,
lot.
little issues here and there. And all. I'm like, if you don't like someone, like, you shouldn't care so much about that person. You get. But she didn't want to admit that she had fallen in love
I
with
did not
that
like
guy and all
you.
of
Excuse me.
that. Are you sure?
I did not.
You were always this one. You always angry when I didn't call.
Me, I wasn't too. I was
you
not. I
always
was not.
you
I was
always
not.
angry when I
I
didn't
was
call.
never
Why
angry.
didn't you call me? I'm like, why
No,
didn't you
that's
call?
no. I think there was a day that you hung up the call. I felt like you hung up the call
For
on
me,
me.
I felt like you were not.
Oh,
It was the other way
I think,
around. I think you
I
sent a
can't,
message.
yes, I was not like, okay, so if you felt that I hung up the call, why didn't you call back?
Oh yeah.
So, the truth is, I'd never thought that I was ready for a relationship at the time. So, at that time, I was transitioning, like my
Yeah.
career path. So, I just felt like I needed like a lot of focus on my career which is not mutually exclusive with marriage anyways,
She was
but
telling me, can you imagine, after I took her on the date and all that,
which day, which nonsense day to stomach care.
there was no better restaurant
But what
in
did I eat? You ate rice. Me, I took meat pie or
I
what
trust them.
I didn't eat rice, so you were the one who ate the
You
rice.
know Oshogbo, so that was the place I I was thinking that.
It came
So I came to
for
Oshobo for
a wedding.
a friend's introduction.
Was it introduction or
Yeah, it
wedding?
was the introduction March. That was March 13th, actually. March 13th, 2021 should be Saturday. Is it March 13th? Yeah, March 13th was
Let's just move on. You
was the
don't have to.
introduction. Why March 12th when I came to when I came to see her and I took her out of the best date of her life. The best date of her
Please
life.
don't call it that in a date. It wasn't a date.
That was the only thing that was available in Oshobo.
But it wasn't supposed to be a date in the first
So what do you call it?
It wasn't supposed to be a date. I didn't even like you to start with. Excuse me.
You like me.
Duh.
You had ice cream. But anyway,
Did I have ice cream that day?
I think it did. So that was it. So after we were done eating, I was thinking that everywhere was already getting soft again.
We talked, we just said, and all of that.
Yeah, she was laughing so hard. So I heard.
Hey, you think that?
That's falling in love with you. So she was like, I think I asked her to say, so now like, okay, like, you see, can we just start our prayers? Like, I'm falling in love with you. So she said, I know you like me. But the problem is that
I'm not interested in relationship.
Jesus. Is that like
that was
funny with that guy?
You did not even admit that you liked me.
No.
Can you remember?
No, of course, they were procedures in our church.
Yes,
of course. I couldn't have just come straight to you.
Well, I couldn't have done such a thing anymore now.
You would know when a guy is interested in you and when he isn't interested
so in you. So I thought to tell you ahead so that you know that I'm free.
Me. You've eaten, you've done, I've told you, I've come to check up on you. Nobody was coming to check up on you, it was only me. I was.
Then I didn't to call your turn.
Yeah. No. Okay, was after that point that
I think I now called you once or something.
I'm not sure. So she was like, I know you like me.
I'm not interested in you.
I'm not interested in you. So me, I was still trying to redeem the great fight. So I was like, why? What's going on? Are you in another relationship? She said, no. I said, what's going on? So she was like,
if I was in another relationship, I wouldn't have done that to him.
She wants to focus on her career. Career, I'm also a career person. I was just trying to find a way to, talk out of, that.
The funny thing is, well, I think that day, so the funny thing is, I had a conversation with someone earlier, and then the person said that, marriage and like with your career are not mutually exclusive. It's not something you can, that you have to do one to leave one, or you have to leave one to do one, right? And I was still thinking about it, but at that time I just felt like, before this conversation goes like any further, that there's no point keeping you there. It's just fine for you to
find my way,
find your bearing.
Yeah, you're right.
But then I think I had a rethink, and I also think that I had a rethink actually. I think that and it wasn't even because of the fact that I knew that you liked me or anything. So I think that I had a rethink because thinking about it, and I really thought that we couldn't have a mutually exclusive.
As what point did you start?
So funny thing is, after that conversation that day, I had to go have a relationship. You didn't talk to me all through. You dropped me at home. And it didn't talk to me.
What else have you been for? Is
it see?
So I was trying to talk her out of the fact that
but it wasn't your place.
Hold on now. That she was like, I want to focus on my career. I'm like, I wasn't a career person.
I was serious.
I was working in the big four. I mean, I was career driven. I was career driven and all of that. And I always felt like my partner is also committed to like push her as far as she wants to go, or even further than she wants to go. So when she was telling me all of that, it was really like, you did not know that I'm also a career person. I can't bury your career because of relationship. Distraction. Because of relationship and all. So when she told me that, I kept on giving her reason that, see, you are with me, and I'm going to prepare your CV, prepare this, I'm going to show you the way, but she was not happy. She was not.
Yeah.
But funny enough, the job she did that one, I was the one that put that together. I even drove
No,
back to.
no, you drove
I
me. You
even
only
drove back
drove
to the
me. Shush.
venue for the
You only
interview.
drove me to the venue of the
I was the
interview.
one that encouraged you. You said you weren't going to take that job and all of that. That it was a
No, no,
startup
no,
and
no,
all. Do you remember?
no. No. So I think that no, I didn't say that because it was a startup. I said
No, but I was the one that
so
encouraged you
you.
to
So
go.
what happened was I was very skeptical. So I had a leaving to come to Lagos, but I was very skeptical about moving at the time because I just resigned my job and I didn't have an accommodation in Lagos at the time. So all of that coupled together, and then he was now the one that said, just move to Lagos regardless, whether you have an offer or not, just move. So, like, just follow God's leading because I had a leading to leave, and then I had a leading to leave at like, say, 6 months or something ago,
Yeah.
but I didn't move. So, I think that was like the point where you were really helpful.
Apparently, the person she told that your career and all of that, I was still the same person that was now pushing her towards the career she had always wanted. So
Yeah, proud.
I'm not proud. I'm just telling you the truth. So that was just it. So after that day, we finished eating and she wanted to have a breakfast. I was supposed to drive her back.
After you eating lunch.
I was supposed to drive her back to. I think you were going to church that day.
No, no, no. I
No, you were
went to
going to church.
my. No, I wasn't going to church. I went to.
Evangelism.
No, I was supposed to go home. No, that's a different thing. I was supposed to go home. So because I didn't want him to know my house.
Oh, really?
Yes, I didn't want him to know my house. You insisted on dropping me off because I think Minister Yemi had said that you should make sure that you drop me off or something like that. So he insisted. I was like, no, I'll be fine and all of that. So I took him to my grandma's house. Because I didn't want you to know my house. Imagine someone that I just told that I'm not interested in a relationship. You now know my house. So I told him that I told you to drive me to my grandma's place. But the defining point for me when I thought that I could be in a relationship with this person was so I've been praying for supernatural relationships before that time, and there's just that knowing that okay, I think that this is the point where I can actually start considering someone and start considering this person. So that knowing was there, and I also think that you at the time were a good friend to me, and you seemed like the kind of person that I would have wanted to marry.
That's finally opened up.
So yeah, so I think that was it. I can't really pinpoint a particular point where I said, oh yeah, this is the person I wanted to be married.
What do I admire most about my partner? I have a couple of qualities that you know. So number one would be our walk with God. And this is not just trying to be spiritual. You know, from the very first day I met her, we had conversation, around the Christian faith and all of that. You know, she going for evangelism in Oshogo and stuff. So that was a
We
major.
used to share like testimonies of
Yeah.
we even used to like we did like competition on how many souls did you win today and stuff like that.
So I really love that about her.
Well, we still do.
What?
I'm just saying down.
So she was very, very spiritual, like I said.
Was.
She,
At
at the time, of course, she's still very spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. So that was one major quality that attracted me because, I mean, for me, I don't want anybody that I don't want a prayer point.
Prayer point.
I wanted a
prayer partner.
And all of that. And she really did fit into it. And we were challenging each other. Actually, so she would just come and say, I went for evangelism. I want 4 souls. I'm like, Jesus, 4 souls. And in Lagos here, before people even give you attention, and all of that. So it kept on challenging me.
Yeah, one person
so have
got
a better, and all of that, a better walk with God. So that one, that's actually the major quality
that you
that I
admire.
admire. Number two is our growth process. Our growth process. So that's one major thing because I can tell you from where when we started and where we are now, you can see a lot of tremendous growth. All right, from all those incessant fights, like she fight me like I'm my enemy. I
Maybe not
know
my own.
I'm not your enemy now. It's not my enemy.
Okay.
I'm not your enemy, and now that we had, even if there's any disagreement, we are so quick to resolve it and all of that. So it doesn't even, you don't even notice there's any disagreement, even at all there's any. So that growth process, and not just even that, the way you've now grown to love me,
Don't say that.
from our forming that I don't like you, blah blah blah, all of that, to our wanting to start with breakfast, to our now, what's it called, taking actions that were, pointing to the fact that yeah, this guy really loves me and all of that. And after we had the relationship, you could see that care, see that wanting to be involved, in our partner's life. You could see something in my mind. I'm like, is this how love is, or she's just going overboard? Because I was not expecting this type of,
Oh.
like sometimes she does things that we want to like, I don't understand. This is too much now. Yeah, and all of that. So
Example.
I've seen
Say
that growth
example.
process. What?
Example.
Example. So it's just I can't really pinpoint like specific examples,
I
but
have,
like I
I have
said,
plenty.
it's the way you grow in different areas.
Yeah.
Of course, there's forgiveness part, there's love part,
Yeah.
there's caring
But
part.
I know that I actually had to be very intentional about my love walk with you, right? Because that's to be
Can you
bad.
imagine? Yeah, this is joking say I've exhausted all my love work, my love work on this girl. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so I think that I had to be like very intentional. Um, I I'm not the kind of person who is confrontational. I don't like confrontations. I
you
try
didn't
as much
say
as
that,
possible to avoid it.
but you're very
I
confrontational in
can start
our,
crying like at
yeah,
every little point. So I'm just, and if you do something to offend me, I won't just sweep it under the carpet. I'll talk about it.
I say a lot of competition. I
No,
say,
I'm not. I'm not.
actually, you need to talk. Hey, Jesus. By the time you get that one, like, you have to just speak. Like, what did I do?
So I think now I'm learning to now overlook issues. Learning to. I mean, even if I talk about it, I make him understand that. Oh, I'm not quarreling with you over this. I just wanted you to know that I didn't like this and stuff like that. So yeah. What other
Yeah.
quality?
Quality, I think I've included almost everything in this
Chat.
process. So just
So
this one, yeah. Just
I
this.
have 20. I'm just going to list
Oh,
a
yeah, good
few.
person.
So number one thing is, of course, our work with God. Um, with- so I've had situations. There was a time that my boss at work said something, and I came back. I was like, see what this person said. Blah blah blah. I was like, that's okay. You don't have to reiterate what this person said. I was like, but I'm just trying to explain to you what the person said. I was like, that's okay. Because apparently at that time I was already speaking out.
Yeah, yeah.
So having a partner that understands, that can easily, as soon as I said that's okay. Like it jerks me back into reality that I'm a Christian. I'm not supposed to say this. So I think that part of it, of course, we can't marry unbelievers. That's it. So and we can't marry people that are not taking their work with God very seriously.
Yeah.
So I think that part is very important. It's a very important quality. Like it's like the number one.
Yeah.
If that's not there, then what should be there? Do you understand? Then I also think that you are very kind,
Really?
very very kind. So I've seen there was a day that I'll keep talking about this honestly. There was a day that my shoes. So I entered rain. My shoes were smelling. They were already stinking at that time. So you just packed the shoes. Oh, you were. I was like, oh, I need to spread my shoes and stuff like that. And you just packed the shoes and went to spread them. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? But then I think that, of course, it's a normal thing that he had done that, but at the same time, it just meant so much to me that you didn't even think about it. You just picked it up and And then you've done a lot of things that are like so kind. And I think that you have a very large heart too. Um, I see, yeah, it's already.
Well, yeah, you let me
I
enjoy
I
my
see the way you handle your other relationships, right? And it's not like just with me. If someone had done something, the way you just let go of issues like so quickly, I think that it's a very good trait. And also the way you give to other people, like you can give to people so sacrificially. You can sell it just to give to somebody. But I think that that's another trait as well. Like I said, the way you treat your other relationships. And yeah. They not pull it out well.
the people who wanted to spoil my show all along the way. Mayowa Co. So that, do your name. I think Mayowa don't touch this girl. I don't know. So how did the proposal happen? Because I was coming
You
to
just dragged my wife.
she would want to do your anyway. So I was coming to Nigeria. So probably before then, I was trying to get an idea of what she wants as a proposal, right? And she was saying, I want this, stuff like
What did
that.
I ever say?
I can't remember.
I tried to do. Okay, I remember that
Okay,
I
so
told
one
you
of the
that I
things you
didn't
said is
want a
that
restaurant proposal.
that was one. Another thing you told me was that you wanted your nails fixed,
Yeah, I said
no
it must
matter
make sure
what you
that
want to do. And
I
that
keep
was
my
a challenge
children.
because she doesn't fix nails. As you can see from the problem, she doesn't fix nails. So I was thinking that once we say, let's go and fix nail, she
I
will
was
know that
expect.
proposal was. And that was what I'm trying to call my because Mario was on her next major. Why don't you fix this nail? I was
The way
like,
she kept on asking that,
yeah.
I was suspecting that.
So and all of that. And at some point, I have to tell her that I don't think this will be able to be proposed now. And that was because, like I said, I was coming to Nigeria in January.
We had a lot of
So we had a lot
expenses
of expenses that we're going
that
to sort
period.
out our visa application, our flight tickets, and all
Not to
that.
mention.
My own flight ticket, and I was supposed to go with KLM. I won't be able to like sort of board the flight back to Nigeria. So I had to quickly book another ticket to come to Nigeria. So that doesn't require a transit. So there were a lot of expenses in our minds at the time. So I wanted to just use that one to say I'm not doing any proposal.
And I was cool with it.
Yeah.
So before then, I'd always been saying that you must do proposals, stuff like that. But at that time, I just felt like, oh, the amount of expenses that we had.
And again, I mean, once I get into Nigeria, I was going to be very, very busy, travel for introduction,
Yeah.
court wedding, and all of those stuff. So I just tried hiding the fact that, don't worry, I'm not going to be so busy. We had a lot of money to spend at the time and all. So she was already sort of tilting towards, oh, there's no, there isn't going to get but I was
But that day,
already planning.
Mayowa said that.
I was already
It's
planning.
fine.
I was already planning, at the background. Like, let's plan out. And for me, I had always wanted to propose to her on the island, on the ship actually, and all those romantic stuff and all that. But again,
Let's add this bit. He said he was going to propose on the ship. That if I say no, he will push me inside the water. So he had a threat on ground. It's the God that will save you that they allow you to be able to propose on the ship.
anyway, but that even was because of a couple of factors. So the people who were going to apply for the proposal were based on the mainland, and because we wanted to do the proposal
Yeah.
for people to
To
travel
go
that were
to
traffic.
not travel.
So we felt like that was not going to be a good idea. So anyway, we moved into the mainland and we were arranging, um, the place we used in Kenya and all of that. We kept on moving the dates for whatever reason. So I felt like so we have to do this one on Thursday, either a Thursday, if not because we were going to travel to Chicago on Friday.
Yeah, I think it was the next day.
Yeah, we were supposed to travel the next day and all of that, and it was going to be back to back, traveling and all. So I felt like we need to do this and all of that. So that was when my I was trying to convince her to fix her name. So I didn't tell her like Starboy doesn't like me. I didn't told her that we're going to go for a KTM party,
Dinner.
a KTM dinner party.
Yeah, that was the only way he could get into where he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And she doesn't hear music. That was another problem.
so I do.
She likes to put on flowers.